Delaware in the building. Y'all ain't ready for the Delaware takeover. Y'all not ready for this unique style and creativity that everybody in the world wants to see. NadjNJea is bringing it, and everything they bring got that Delaware swag.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, everybody. NadjNJea here. Welcome to your evening sip of local news, what's happening, and
Real world mess.
messy it is.
Indeed.
We are recording this episode in partnership with the Bridge Art Gallery at 213 North Market Street in Wilmington, Delaware. The Bridge Art Gallery is a dynamic cultural institution dedicated to fostering creativity and community engagement through visual arts. I held it up close this time because I knew I needed my glasses and I forgot them again.
I'm just going to give you a hard time right from the beginning. Like at the very end, you said visual arts.
Funny thing is I had to do a presentation at work today and I was squinting because I was having trouble seeing the projection.
Yeah, time to get some glasses or a new prescription. Yeah, sorry.
It progressed so quickly. Temperature check.
No, I went first last time, so actually we should switch it. So
You should go
temperature check. How you doing? Be honest. You gotta give the people
because
something. You gotta give the people something.
I am going to relax this weekend. That's my temperature.
No, you don't have to be super specific, but you got to give a temperature. You got to explain something. You can't just be like, I'm going to relax this weekend. Come on.
Mama,
you got to give.
I'm always tired.
Okay.
I'm always tired. Like that is like I lean tired.
Okay.
So there's that.
So if is that
and I already know Cheryl is going to be like, stop telling everybody. I can hear it now. I can hear it now. Nadja, stop saying you're tired. What are you going to do about it? I'm going to try my best to sleep, Cheryl. I just want you to know I'm right there with you.
Okay.
How are you feeling, Jay?
Pretty good. I
Not you gloating.
am very excited for the school year to be over. Today was a really rough day at school, and it was funny. Yeah, I really didn't so I have my group, but I also help out with the younger kids when I can. And actually my guys that I work with all year, they were pretty good, but the little ones today were just on a different planet.
The end of the year mess is insane.
I will say this, because I'm good and I don't want to, this isn't a rant, even though I will at some point, because that's what we do. Y'all really don't understand what the average teacher deals with day to day. I am not a classroom teacher, but I work in a school and I have my group of kids that I work with every day. Teachers are so underpaid. And this is the time of year, I've said it before, where everyone is burnt out and it's like you're just trying to get through the day. And I'm telling you, these kids, will make you quit. And it's not all of them. It's often only just a few kids in one class that will turn everything upside down. And, to the point where honest today, like, there's always going to be bad kids. Like I was a pain. I wasn't super bad, but I was like obnoxious and kind of, just annoying on purpose in a lot of ways. But like,
didn't you get kicked out of kindergarten?
That was my dad. He got kicked out of kindergarten.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow. Look at that.
Yeah. Yeah. So he was worse. But the amount of kids who are just almost not functional and are just so wildly disrespectful, and the degree to which teachers have to just deal with it is unbelievable. And I was there at the school today for a longer period than I normally would be, and I was burnt because they require so much energy, and like a problem that you think you have solved, it's not solved. It's like, all right, we good, let's go back to class. Everybody's cool. You think close the door, literally 30 seconds later, you're back to square one with the same person.
Yeah.
So it's rough. But I'm good. But the kids wore me out today. And again, just please be mindful of teachers, because they work really, really hard and are in some tough situations. And I'll stop there.
And camp counselors, because they're about to get it. They about to get it. Okay. Flowers. You saw our last episode. We did not get a chance because we pre-recorded it. But we heard about the tragic loss of Miss Charlotte. And when I say tragic, I mean tragic. I have no words. I really don't. She was such a sweet woman and meant so much to so many people. And I was thinking about the day we were invited to come to the opening.
Oh, yeah, sure.
I'd never met her. And
Oh.
when I tell you, it felt like I'd known her for years.
That's just her.
Like, she spoke to me like we had known each other for years. And it felt amazing. Just talking to her, just being in her presence. And so seeing that update was just like mind-blowing. Mind-blowing.
Well, from my end, and we talk about this a lot on the show, we say a lot about how terrible some people are, and how there's so many people in positions that don't deserve the position, and like they're fake and this, that. We've said a lot. And there are just a handful of people, at least in the city, who do everything the right way for all the right reasons, and just give because it's the right thing to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Miss Miller-Lacy didn't open up that place because she wanted to be a wildly successful businesswoman and, open up some giant nonprofit that makes millions of dollars. She just did it because she wanted to make a difference. And she took something, if you've ever seen the place before she rehabbed it, just the fact alone that she was able to get it looking amazing is a giant feat in and of itself. And to then take the next step with her team, to really have a positive impact on a community and on everyone who she interacted with, it's the rarest of things. And I said in a post, like, it's so frustrating and so it makes you I've been questioning everything, because it's like, this is someone who's doing everything right. And when I found out that she was sick, it's like, nah, she's gonna make it. You know what I mean? Like, the world needs her. Like, she'll get her time to rest, but everybody needs her.
Yeah.
And the fact that it seems like just that quick, is no longer with us. It's scary. It's painful. And I feel the most, number one, obviously for her family, but I have seen enough, and I've been in MSK enough to know how she impacts those children. And I have just been, I am sure that those kids are messed up over it. And it's a shame, because a lot of those kids are already in tough situations. And to lose a real ray of light, a real, true ray of light, a real angel, a real earth angel, it's just horrible.
Yeah.
She's irreplaceable, but hopefully enough people have sort of rallied behind her even before she passed, and hopefully all the energy that seems to be buzzing trying to keep her spirit and her mission alive will result in that place staying open, the MSK Community Center, and hopefully even though she's no longer here, hopefully her story
Yeah.
will continue.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
The services are on June 5th.
Yes.
June 5th.
Yep.
You can find it on the I Am My Sister's Keeper page. And it should be on Facebook. A lot of people have shared it, but you can find the details for the service there. And we'll make sure to share it as well. But sending so much love and condolences to her family and to her community. Because again, we lost a giant.
And I'm going to say this too. And I said it in my post, but I want to reiterate. You know, with the documentary that I did for the Wilet program, there was a period where we really weren't sure whether or not the program was going to continue, because basically we were homeless. And Miss Charlotte had no good reason outside of just doing the right thing to let us into her space to work with not completely, but with a new set of kids, a new staff. She doesn't really know who's coming in her building. She just kind of was like, y'all seem like nice people. We'll give you a shot. And had she not shown genuine generosity with no strings attached, the program wouldn't have been able to continue, and I would not have been able to create what I created, which has been a very meaningful, in several different ways. It was a very meaningful project for me. And that's why I feel indebted to her. And that's why I'll do whatever I can to help keep her dream and mission alive, because she gave to me in a way that she didn't have to. And my resume, you could say, the things that I've been able to do would not be the same had she not been so open with her space and heart. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna leave you on this. I knew what kind of woman she was when I walked into those bathrooms. Those bathrooms were immaculate.
I respect that completely.
That told me everything I needed to know about that beautiful
That's really
woman.
funny.
Jay, no, I don't do public restrooms. It's I don't do Wawa.
Hold on. No.
I do work.
You are not going to
I do
lie
work. I don't do public.
during this segment.
When have I done public restrooms?
Nadj.
Exactly. I'll do work. I'll blow up a work bathroom
Nadj, can we please?
on the second day. Yes, but I will not use typically.
Nadj.
This is not what
This
we're
whole
going.
segment is about being honest and the degree to which you are deceiving the people
The MSK Community Center's bathrooms
in that field,
are
in that dress.
outstanding. So just wanted to say thank you. And I need people to walk up in there and learn how to take care of a facility's bathrooms correctly.
This is a gangster right here. She's a thug. She's done things that I would never do. I would rather go on myself and tuck my tail and go home funky than what your gangster self did.
I didn't do that to her bathrooms. I respected her bathrooms very much so.
I'm not throwing you all the way under the bus, but I'm offended.
Oh my gosh. I'm going to miss her smile. She was a sweet, sweet woman. And we're going to miss her so dearly.
You know, be genuine.
Absolutely. Oh my God.
If there's anything that you can do to keep her legacy and spirit alive, is be genuine.
And if
be
you
yourself.
say you're going to be for the people, be for the people.
Yeah.
Condolences to fans and family and friends of Sonny Rollins and Rob Bass.
Yeah, two amazing individuals. You have anything specific? So I'll just Sonny Rollins. This is how this gave me a little perspective just when I was thinking about it and I was reading up a little bit more on him. Sonny Rollins played with Clifford Brown, and so had Clifford not passed at such an early age, it's possible that he would still be here with us. Like that's how long Sonny Rollins has been around. He's been here for a generation. You know what I mean? Not for a generation, but like for a century almost. And that is like almost the entire space of jazz. Like he's seen everything. And, you know, we lost an absolute titan. One of the things that has always, recently at least, scared me is how we're losing these giants, Quincy Jones, Sonny Rollins, like these monsters, people who are irreplaceable, like like Charlotte Miller-Lacy. It's a giant loss. And I'm not a jazz musician, but I appreciate the art, and that guy was doing it at the highest of levels. I was reading one anecdote, and I'll stop, where basically it was him, Miles Davis, and not Charlie Parker, John Coltrane in the same band, and Sonny was just killing Coltrane every night, just let that boy go home. Like, this is John Coltrane. You know what I'm saying? Like he was getting wrecked on stage, couldn't hang. You know what I'm saying? And he had to step it up and learn and blah 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 blah. But Sonny is that good to the point where he was intimidating and making John Coltrane, a classic genius, look bad. You know what I'm saying? So those kinds of minds are just, you know, it's God level genius, and he was an amazing person. Yeah. And Rob Bass, I mean, everybody knows that verse. I want to rock right now. Like my kids know that verse. You know what I mean?
That's a cookout song. That's a party.
It's as
starter.
classic. That's like September. You know what I mean? That's the hip hop. That's one of the hip hop Septembers. Everybody knows it. You know?
Crazy.
Yeah.
Congratulations and flowers to Urban Fork. They opened on the 23rd. And they did their thing. Apparently, Don't Call Me White Girl was there today.
Oh, nice.
And they had somebody drive from Virginia to review their food.
What are they doing with I wonder how they got such a buzz so quickly, which is wonderful.
Well, it looks like they're really working their social media, which is a big deal.
No, listen, my brother doesn't know anything that's going on anywhere. And for him to be like, yo, I want to go there, because he reached out to me. He's like, yo, I want to go there. And I was like, wait, what? You want to go somewhere? Like, what are you talking about?
Your brother was on the interwebs.
He was on it, but he's always on the internet, but he don't never know what's going on. He doesn't go anywhere. He doesn't want to do anything. And when he brought it up to me, I was like, oh, wow, they've really created a buzz. Like, it's pretty amazing. Actually.
Well, it says no forks, all flavor. So just want you to know.
I'm half caveman, so I'm down.
We're ready.
Yeah.
We're ready. So congratulations.
Hmm.
And then flowers to my baby girl, who turns 13 on Friday. But this past Saturday, we had her birthday party. I'm sick about it.
Why?
Because I remember when they laid her on my chest.
Okay.
And I'm looking at a 13-year-old with a sassy little mouth. And today she came to my job for a field trip, and I got to hang out with them. And she wants to be 7th grade.
Okay.
She wants to be with her mom.
I mean, that's
she likes
amazing.
hanging out with me, and I'm like,
you know how amazing that is?
yeah. I mean, yes. I mean, I wanted to hang out with my mom and her friends too, but I guess I don't know, because sometimes I don't really feel like an adult. Sometimes I still feel like a kid. But and when she has other kids around her, I think that I'm like the last person, but in fact, I'm one of. I mean,
that's a testament to you as a mom, honestly. I mean, that's really awesome.
Yeah.
Most teenagers don't want to be anywhere near their parents, so
Yeah,
it's amazing. Good job.
Just proud of her. And 13, insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The party was great. I'll have a post online regarding my thoughts, but I want to say them here. Like, the party was held here at the Bridge, and it was just super cool in Little Wilmington, this little blickety black micro city, to have young black kids having an age-appropriate good time in a black-owned space with black art everywhere. You saw the whole spectrum of black, from my light bright all the way to the other side. And it was beautiful. It was really, really beautiful. It was a great occasion, and it was age appropriate. Like she didn't have any Bentleys rolling up, and there wasn't some $2,000 hand stitched gown for for a 13-year-old. Like it was classy, but not tacky. There's a line. There's a fine line between tacky and classy, but still making it sort of sophisticated. There's a fine line between sophistication and tacky, honestly, because you want to show off a little bit and be a little bit fancy, but then it can quickly turn Trump and just you make everything gold and ugly. And the whole event was great. The whole party, the birthday party, was great. So good job to everybody. Man.
Thanks to Uncle Jay for being the paparazzi.
Mm-hmm.
She said she loves the pictures, but she was exhausted from the posing.
No, I appreciate
which
that.
I kind of figured was going to happen.
Would not, yeah.
Yeah. But, yeah, flowers to everyone who helped out. I'm really happy that we did that. She had a great time.
Yeah, everybody did.
Yeah. Okay. What do you want to get into next? We could talk. We're going to play a little game.
What's fun? What's funny?
We're going to play a little game.
Okay, I don't know what the game is.
This is called Gen X Answers the Millennial. You're Gen X.
Oh, really? All right, go ahead. I'm kind of
okay.
Let's have fun with it. Let's go.
This
was not expected. Go ahead. Which is good.
Interrupt me one more time. Like I'm already froggy. Like, okay. What's the
All right, I'll stop. Nice one.
What's the most unk thing you've done recently? Do you consider yourself an unk?
No, definitely at this point. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah? Has anybody ever called you unk?
Yeah, my guys at my school. Absolutely.
Oh, really?
Absolutely.
They don't say Mr. J?
No, they call me Mr. J, but like they're like, you are unk now. You know what I mean? And that's just fine. I love that. I wouldn't want that to change at all.
Okay.
The most unk thing I've done, I don't really know, but right now what I'm thinking about is when I had to pick one of the boys up and put him where he was supposed to be because he wanted to try Unc, like Unc can't handle you, and he was surprised. So,
how much you lift?
Huh? What do you mean?
How much you lift?
That's
How much do you lift?
What exercise?
But with the weights and stuff.
It's not one lift. Like you squat a certain amount. Like I can bend. Really, there's no one.
Oh my God.
No, that's not an answer. How much do you lift?
All I'm saying is they probably thought you was an old man, but you lift like what? A certain amount of poundage. So
I can
here I am trying to compliment this man, and he just played the shit out of me. Like, damn.
If someone asked me how much do I lift, I would have no idea what to say.
Is that not a thing people say?
No, because a squat is completely different than a bench press. I bench press. I can definitely still get up 225.
Nah, don't give me the answers now.
But the squat,
Unk.
but yeah, so the unk thing is like I had to say, boy, I'm telling you, son, listen, you're going where I want you to go, and I'm not gonna hurt you, but you're going, and you pick them up, put them where they gotta be, and then walk away. But yeah, maybe that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did y'all really wear church shoes to the club back then?
I did not. Wait a minute. I'm lying. I'm lying.
What did you wear?
So
break it down for us.
I did not. However, my roommate.
What did you wear then?
So when I was in college, my roommate, I basically tried to dress like him because I didn't have any real sense of fashion. And like, okay, this is a lot.
Oh God.
Okay, I'll try to be brief.
Okay.
When I was in the South, all culture was very much divided. Like Philly dressed a certain way, East Coast dressed a certain way, West Coast dressed a certain way, the South, even the Midwest. And my roommate specifically, he was from Houston, but he tried to act like he was a thug, but he was really a rich boy. And he would wear a lot of polo.
Okay.
And he would have these expensive polo boots, and he would crease his pants.
Ooh.
Like he was super duper fancy.
Crease.
He showed me how to iron. That's the reason I can like starch the heck out of my pants, because he would iron he would be super sharp. And I remember he would go, what is the brand? Cole Haan. He's the first person like who showed me sort of like expensive shoes, and he would go to the club in Cole Haan shoes, and I'd be like, what in the world? Because that is not what I was coming from culturally. And so I bought my first pair of polo boots, but yes, I didn't, but I had friends that definitely went to the club in Cole Haan like shoes, like
You
church
never
shoes.
went to the club in church
I
shoes.
did not. It was too much for me. I was like, this is ridiculous. But he would do that all day long.
What did you wear to the club?
Um,
To the club.
so I might have on like a lot of polo up here, like polo slacks or whatever.
Like
but I had
t-shirt, jeans,
no, like
jacket,
no, like I don't know how to explain it, but like the
hoodie,
not no, super
like a polo.
like a nice polo, like a polo, almost preppy. You know what I'm saying? Almost to the point of being preppy.
Okay.
And I had like nice polo boots and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah, like Banana Republic. I wore a lot of Banana Republic.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was trying to be like fancy, and I hate it now. But yeah, no, that was wearing church shoes was a thing for sure.
Okay. What phrase instantly reveals someone is over 45?
You tell me that. I'm thinking of slang that I used to use, but a lot of it has become so much like homogenized. It's
I don't
everywhere.
know, because you have a good mix. That's the problem with you. And most of my friends are older than me.
Mm-hmm.
And the friends that I do have, we're all old souls. So I don't know. That's not a good one. I don't know. Because you use stuff, and I'll be like,
A
why?
word I used to use all the time was tight. Like, yo, that was tight.
Oh,
was
that's
tight.
old.
That was tight.
Oh,
right
you say ding dang. That right there told me
That's
a lot.
my mother-in-law.
That told me a lot.
Tight was when I used a lot. And I remember before Southern slang had become normalized everywhere, I never will forget. I came home my sophomore year. I came home after my freshman year, took a summer job, and I was working with kids who were not that much younger than me at that point because I was 19, 20. And I was working in an office setting, and I had to tell a kid, I had to talk to him about something. And I was like, yo, let me holler at you for a minute. And that wasn't a term. Like when I said to you right now, you're like, oh, you want to holler at me, right? Like,
Yeah.
He was like, you want to yell at me? What I do wrong? I was like, oh, no.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, no, it wasn't that at all. So that's how old I am. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. How long did it take you to learn how to text without typing like an email?
I don't think it took me long because even when you had the flip phones, you know, I don't think it took me long at all. I mean, you would type and it was similar, but it just had two fingers, and I was younger, and you wanted to get your
Your
messages
eyes
out
was
quickly.
better.
My eyes was way better, and I wanted to get things out quickly. So I think that wasn't like a transition. I don't think that was even a thing. It was like boop, 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 boop.
Okay. What slang from my generation annoys you the most?
Liddy. I can't
Oh.
stand that one.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't like that one at all. That's the one that jumps in my brain.
Liddy.
Yeah. I can never say it and sound like Liddy. Yeah.
Okay, last one. Let me see. Okay. If we switched lives for a week, what would stress you out most about being 34?
About being 34?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing.
Nothing would stress you out.
34 is easier. Younger's easier. I have more energy, everything. No. 34 was great. 34 is me and my prime.
Now.
I don't understand the question.
Like, if you switch lives with me right now, and
If I
became
was a
your
34-year-old in this time
age,
period.
right now, today.
Oh, the price of everything. That would be it. No. I'm not even
Yeah.
playing. It's
Yes.
unfair. You guys have not had it. It has not been fair for you guys in terms of the cost of
please
everything.
Elaborate to the people.
No, from the cost of school to the cost of a car to the cost of rent, everything is just way more expensive, and you guys never got a chance to like establish any kind of anything to be able to meet the demands of the increases. I came, the amount of debt that you guys have just coming out of school is absurd. It's not fair. It's not right. So yeah, that's what would have stressed me out the most is like, I mean, I did well in school. And even for me, one of the things I chose not to go back to grad school because even at that point where I was going to go, it was like, this is too expensive. I'm not taking out this loan. It's absurd. So I know that I wonder if I would have even gone to Morehouse
If it was what it costs now.
because I could have stayed at University of Delaware and spent less money. I would have still graduated and done well, but I might have even changed it and picked a totally different major because I can't take any risk on not being able to pay my bills, knowing what the current situation is. So it would be the cost of living. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. We are recording this episode in partnership with the Bridge Art Gallery, located at 213 North Market Street in Wilmington, Delaware. The Bridge Art Gallery is a dynamic cultural institution dedicated to fostering creativity and community engagement through the visual arts. The Bridge Art Gallery. So Jay wanted to talk about how AI is and can impact the creation of music.
So let me say this. When I first brought this to your attention, you immediately were you're a terrible human and how dare you want to use AI and
You are so
don't even-"
dramatic.
No.
That's not what I said.
What did you say?
I literally went,
But what was your initial thought?
that you were going to be in favor of it.
Exactly.
And I had to take a minute and realize, no, you were just bringing up the topic. But yes, I do think AI creation of music is terrible. And anyone who uses it is ruining the music industry more than it already is ruined.
That's it?
Oh, yeah, that was it.
So fundamentally, here's my biggest concern about AI in music. And I have been worried about it even 5 years ago, because I remember when I was working in a school and we were working on iPads, and I was shocked and appalled at the fact that instead of having to create a drum beat, you could just find a drum beat that was made, drag it, and that's your drum beat. Just drag it from, the timeline, put it in the timeline, and now you got a drum beat. There was you didn't have to actually create the rhythm. You didn't have to pick a sound. It was just drag and drop, and it was there. All that to say, and this is my fundamental concern, and it's a fact. You know it directly.
Okay.
The ability to create a melody is not only a gift, but it's something you have to work at. It's a skill that can go away outside of extremely inspired moments.
Yeah.
You have to learn how to hear what's in your head and then how to get it out in whatever way you can. And it's something that comes from what you've listened to, for sure. And it also, in its best form, comes from out of nowhere. The amount of times that I've woken up in the middle of the night with a melody in my head that I have no idea where it came from. Mm-hmm. And to me, that is when I am happiest as a musician.
Yeah.
And if you don't spend any time training yourself to be able to create things, and all you have to do is listen to things and pick what you like most, you aren't creating a melody. And you are, the same way that they say AI stops your ability to write a sentence, and it's the same problem with music. You have to, I've said this before, it's the same thing as I could probably go somewhere and buy a pair of legs that'll make me run a marathon. I could find some technology or something that'll get me, but it's no.
The joy is in
the work.
The journey, yeah.
The work. There's nothing better than getting most of the melody, being stuck, and figuring it out. It's a joy and it's a relief. And if you're just I like that one, go click, drag, drag, drag. Oh, that's one, type in a melody that sounds bluesy and also reminds you of Isaac Hayes and is sung like this. You are what is it when your muscle fatigues? Atrophy. Your music brains will atrophy. And if everyone gets on that boat, music is doomed. I don't know how else to say it. I hate to be so bleak and so sort of dramatic about it, but you have to be able to fundamentally create these things with your own human inspiration. And if you're letting the bots do it for you, it's bad. There. Go ahead, please. I'm sorry.
Not just that. It's not just about the atrophy and the loss of talent. It's also the loss of jobs, the loss of income. I mean, the more AI is a fully loaded conversation. I mean, from the environment to normal 9 to 5 jobs to all the other things, laws and regulations, all of that. But specifically for music, a lot of artists are struggling when it comes to making money from their music. You have record labels that do everything they can to exploit their artists to the point of not being able to make anything off their music. Then you have the streaming platforms that are basically raping artists with their music. And now we're fighting. Oh, you also have the movie and TV industry and YouTube and all that are utilizing our music, and we're getting nothing from it truly the way that we should be. And now we have added AI artists, whether it's somebody who uses AI to come up with a persona and is living off of the streams and the money from that. Or you have people who are creating AI music, selling it to a TV series or whatever, and then actual artists are now bought out because the AI stuff is cheaper and easier. Like, we're already fighting for our lives. And now I have to fight this. And there was recently, I don't know if you saw the thing I sent you, but this one artist was about to release her music, and she was releasing snippets. Someone took it, uploaded it to AI, then submitted a copyright claim. And when this woman went to submit her music to be released, the copyright claim popped up, or however that works.
Wow.
And so she had to go to court for it and fight for it. But the fact that it even got that far, I have to look to see what the outcome was, because some of the articles I read said that the court case she lost, but then some said she won. So I have to look to confirm. But that is terrifying, because you already worry about the big artists of the world stealing your music, right? Thinking they're going to search YouTube and find a video with 300 likes, and you're not going to find out that they stole your beat. They stole your words. Now we have to worry about people taking your music, uploading it to AI, and half the time the people who run the court system are so old they can't tell the difference between AI and real people. So we're in a very weird space. So you have that, you have the stealing of your music, you have the loss of the actual talent, and then the loss of the journey and authenticity. Music, one of the reasons why some artists are so valued, like even the ones that are dead and gone. I love that phrase, dead and gone. He already dead. What you mean he gone? But
Well, like if you're still, like if he could be dead, but like you put the
right
body
there,
right there, he's not.
exactly. But the ones who are dead and gone, for instance, Michael, dead and gone, honey. But his music was so meaningful, generation after generation after generation after generation. That's not going to happen with AI. That's not going to happen. We are losing humanity.
Well, and I actually posted an article earlier, like maybe late this week or late last week, anyway, saying that people learn better when you physically write.
Yes.
And in as much as I love gadgets and machines, I mean, that's why I have these cameras and stuff, you know. And I don't know exactly where the line is, but when the technology is sort of fundamentally replacing your humanity and like the deepest depths of what it is to be human, it's a little scary for me. And I know that I'm old school in a lot of ways, like super old school. If I could do anything differently again and musically, I would have spent more time manually writing out notes, because it's the same thing when it comes to music. Like the ability to write it out with your hand, it locks in things better. You know, nobody's going to do better than Beethoven, and there wasn't even electricity. You know what I mean? You can have what you like in your own taste, but like there was no technology. It was just his brain, everything in there. And that means that he had to have a huge brain music muscle in order to keep all of that information in there. And the more that you add help, the less you lose that ability. I mean, I'm all over, not over the place, but like I remember reading something a while ago saying how that in certain cultures, hundreds or thousands of years ago, that people would memorize thousands of page books by heart. And no one has that memory anymore because they don't use it. And not to say that that's the best way to maintain a story, but it's like we're losing certain traits that I think are valuable. I can appreciate being able to log into Logic and use their, sort of AI music mastery stuff, because it helps me, save money and get things done quicker. But at the same time, if you know someone who really knows the process of mastering, like a dedicated mastery person, how do you phrase it? A dedicated person who does nothing but mastery in the studio, they have a certain skill set that can bring you something really beautiful. So
we're losing those things.
We're losing those things, and it's concerning.
And as the greats leave us, we are not going to produce greats in their place if we continue down this road.
Yeah, and I think that shows. Like, there's nobody saying, oh boy, this person, like, you can make stupid arguments. Oh, Chris Brown is better than Michael Jackson. Get out of here. There's nobody who's like, there's no like, oh, he's the next Stevie Wonder. No, there's nobody saying that. There's no, this is the next Donny Hathaway. It's like, he can sing, he can play, but it's not that. And it's like, where's this coming from? I don't know where the next one's coming. Who's the next Sonny Rollins? I don't know. There's
also this sickness with expediency that is that.
Is that what you do? You clock it? Clock. Can you call JB?
Are you having a stroke?
No, I want you to call JB.
You're of that age.
I want to know how to clock it.
Oh my God.
Clock it.
Wow. I don't even know what I was talking about.
Wow, clock it.
I don't even know what I was talking about at this point. Like, I'm so overwhelmed. That was too much. Please stop. What are you doing?
Clocking it. Like a Muppet.
You got, your hands are a little flicked.
Clock it.
Oh. I don't even know what we were talking about.
AI.
What did I say last?
You want to clock it.
I've had enough. I've had enough.
Use your brain, boy.
What was I saying? I had a point. Dang, man, it was good. Oh, expediency. Expediency. This is for music, but this is just in general. AI has allowed, so we live in a culture of like microwave stuff. Like, it has to be out now. I want it now. It needs to be shown now. Post it now. And what that has done, the beauty of music is the time that is spent creating it. Yes, there are times when things are just like, boop, here it is. I wrote a full song, full production. Great. That's amazing. But it is also rare. This AI movement is now basically backing up that you can do it in an hour and send it over to me and have it posted and published and ready to go so that I can make money. That is terrible. It's not right. It doesn't do well for our minds, our bodies, our business, the music industry as a whole, the practice of creating music. Like,
well, it's really the same thing as like your diet, you know? Like, it's super processed. You should be eating whole, ideally organic, not like in the marketing sense at this point, but like real whole food without anything, pesticides, all that kind of stuff. Like, that's what you should be eating. And it's the same problem technologically. Like, you gotta, and I'll stop. We're ranting.
I know.
But like, as just auto-tune stops your ability to sing. because you never have to learn how to sing, especially if you do it live.
I did it one time. I used auto-tune one time during a rehearsal because I think it was a trumpet player. Somebody wanted to get up there and sing with me. I think it was my sax player. And I remember using it, and it felt so weird because, like, everything I sang, it came out like super perfect, but sounded like a computer. And I was like,
I'll say this, and I'm not throwing shade because I'm applying this to myself. I'm going to talk about myself.
Okay.
I am going to make a genuine effort to stop using the iPad for lyrics in front of me.
Ooh.
There's no reason for it outside of me not wanting to take the time to memorize stuff, and I'm going to make that effort to get my brain doing what it actually can perfectly do. So, yeah.
I've been singing with this man for 5 years, and I have never seen him not use an iPad.
I didn't use it when we did Clifford Brown. What are you talking about? I never do it when I do, like, my music. Never.
What? No, I'm talking about the covers.
Clifford Brown. He wouldn't. Jonathan said no.
I used one.
I definitely didn't. Spent a lot of time memorizing.
I did too, child. I was struggling. Either way, stop using AI to create music and utilize your brain because it was given to you by the universe and it is big and beautiful and you are powerful and can use it all for good things.
Clock it.
I think I'm just gonna end the show because at this point, let's
talk about Del State.
I don't want to.
Okay. All right.
I don't want to talk about anything negative.
Okay.
I really don't.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I really don't. And everything on here.
Well, Bernard Durand.
You want to do that?
Yeah, I can make this fun.
Okay.
What you want to explain it, and then I'll come back around to it.
Well, I think you should because I still feel not like how you feel.
Okay, cool. So, what's Durand Bernarr? Okay, really good singer. Just won some Oscar or Grammys, right? Sorry. He was on Joe Budden's podcast, and first and foremost, I love that he was like, "Are you bisexual?" He said to Joe Budden because he's always having his sexuality questioned, and that was actually a really funny shot. And as far as I understand, Durand is openly bisexual.
I have no idea.
I'm pretty sure he is, and he made a point. He made a statement, and the statement was basically that. And I think I'll pull up. Can we put it in the show so you guys can see it?
Yeah.
But the statement was that there's a difference between being heterosexual and straight. And he said that being straight is performative and it's similar, or he said it's like being sisters to race. Because race is also a construct. And he's totally right about that for sure in terms of race being a construct. And I got his point, and I've actually been thinking about it more before we do the show. And there's definitely validity to what he was saying, but I also feel like because of his sexuality, like I'm not going to try to explain what it is to be gay because I'm not. I can sort of imagine and empathize and try to see it from that angle. It's not exactly the same. It's like if I can empathize with being a woman, but I have no idea what it's like to be a woman. I will never understand it.
No, you don't.
And so I won't know what it's like to be gay.
No,
and
you
he won't know what it's like to be straight. He doesn't. He's not. He's not. He says he's not. He doesn't know, right? I am. I don't need to
you're
make
performing.
the point. I don't. Right. And to his point, I will say that one of the things that has always frustrated me about men and boys. I remember like being in my early teens, when I started like girls, and like when dudes would just start to get like if I was talking to somebody that I thought was cute, they just like sit down right in between you and start talking and just try to be dominant. And it was like, you're an idiot, number one. Like, why would you do that? It was just rude. And those kinds of people, those kinds of men have always gotten on my nerves. Some of it is performative. Some of it is just absolute biological, dumb testosterone, male need to, and it's natural. So some of it's performative, but some men genuinely are just that way, and it's annoying, but that's just how they are. Does that make sense to you, what I'm saying, at all?
So what you're, hold on, because I remember when we had this conversation first off.
Mm-hmm.
So what you're saying to me is, so based off what he says, is when you're saying to be straight is, so you're not agreeing with him.
I am to an extent.
Your original statement.
I have almost completely disagreed, but I thought
and I
there was
said
some
that
more.
to, okay,
Yeah.
and I said to you, you're actually proving his point.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So he says that heterosexual, to be heterosexual is just to naturally just be like you like the opposite sex. There is no performance or whatever. And to be straight is to perform to show that you only like the opposite sex and to be obnoxious about it.
He said something funny. He said that, like, some people are so straight that they will go to jail. Did you get that? No, you didn't get that.
So
but it made sense.
I just want a disclaimer.
Okay.
I just want to say this. I am a very literal person.
Oh, yeah.
And so this actually is very difficult for me because I am thinking about the very literal definitions, and how he's explaining it is more so metaphorical. Is that, I don't know if that's the word, but like I'm trying to understand it. And
He would suggest, am I cutting you off? I cut you off. I'm sorry.
no, I'm processing, honestly, because
There are some.
men are performative in general.
But
That
so
is
are women.
Yes, to be performative is a part of the mating ritual.
But I think he's saying that some of that is not natural, and it's just a construct created by society and maybe European society, but just like it's like that it's something that's not real. And I think a lot of it is real, even though there's also a part of it that is absolutely fake. There are some dudes who will walk into a room and be super loud and try to be super macho. Like, you always hear about the dude who, they always say, the dude who talks the most is probably the weakest one in the room because you're doing too much.
I think all of that matters.
But there are also men who do that, and that's just who they are.
But that's the other thing. Where are the performances happening? Whether in your home, alone with your partner, or out in public, whether in America or in Europe or in China or in Indonesia or in Africa. Like, we're all performative in our own specific way. And the other thing I think is because when I think of performative and I think of being straight and I think of being attracted to someone, and then I start thinking about dating, and I start thinking about, we're all performative in the beginning. Every single one of us, whether you're gay or straight, heterosexual or homosexual, you're performative in general. That because to find a mate, you must perform for the most part. And whether it's a laid back performance or it's an in your face performance, there's a performance. Absolutely.
I can appreciate that.
So I struggle with this because I struggle. I these types of conversations kind of piss me off.
Oh my gosh. What?
They piss me off because it's like it's that's a deeper conversation. But just I just feel like everyone is performative, whether gay, straight.
I don't think everyone is performative. I think some people are just who they are, and there's nothing else but what they are.
There's always a performance. There's always a performance.
I don't think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I agree to disagree.
Yeah, 100%.
I think it's an interesting conversation on the simple fact that, what I will say.
Like, you ever see those, like, okay, rappers are the prototypical, like, you're doing too much, bro.
And that's the problem. I think when you are looking at it from a lens of what you see in American culture,
It's
absolutely.
everywhere, for sure. But that's what he's talking about.
But if you were to go sit in another country and watch how the men and women act around other men and women, you will see performances. You may not identify it as a performance because that is not our culture, but best believe there's a performance there. And maybe I'm thinking too broadly. Maybe I need to zoom in a little bit more and think, okay, like,
I mean, like, you know, there are birds who do their bird.
it's a performance.
That is a performance, absolutely.
Gorillas
but I think
perform.
he's trying to differentiate between, like, and I wish he was here so we could talk to him, but like, there's a difference between like a natural genetic performance like the bird does versus something you when you're trying to fit a certain mold, like when a dude is just like, you don't even walk that way.
That's evolution.
I don't know.
That's a part of evolution.
I don't know.
Birds do their little dancey dance, but birds didn't always do their little dancey dances. Just like men and women, men used to wear wigs.
Well, in Europe.
No, they wore them here too.
Yeah, but not
exactly.
Like,
there's an evolution of different types of.
It's a European thing.
Yes.
I got you. I'm sorry, but yeah.
But like, I don't know. It just, I don't know.
It's funny.
This ain't sitting right with me, and I don't know. I think I need to go and listen to the entire interview in the context prior to this actual statement.
Okay.
And then maybe I would have a better conversational outcome. But at this current moment, with what we have, I just feel like that was a performative statement.
You think that his statement was performative?
Absolutely.
Say more.
No.
Why?
Because I want to go back. I want to go back and I want to watch it.
So maybe we'll revisit this.
I think we will revisit this conversation. Y'all go look it up. Durand Bernarr on the what?
He's on the Joe Budden podcast.
Joe Budden podcast.
I don't know if it's called the Joe Budden podcast, but it's Joe Budden's podcast.
Well, whatever. Y'all know who Joe Budden is. Look him up and look up Durand Bernarr on it and see what the context was. And we'll come back and have this conversation because I need a little bit more before I fully go in.
Oh, this is funny.
But yeah,
Okay.
that's all we got this week because everything else is kind of negative, and we don't need no more negative nothing in the energy, in the ether, in the air. And I just want to walk away from this evening feeling good and happy. And I wish I had some liquor, but I don't.
Oh my gosh. Wee, everybody.
Delaware, are you tapped in yet? This is Grown Folks Radio, founded by Wayne and Leland, bringing back real music. Classics, new heat, and indie artists all day. Black owned, Black proud. Featuring Indie Planet, Jackie's Closet, The Lion's Den, Uncut, and mixes from DJ Mega Skills, DJ Sure Jam, DJ Divine, DJ Dom Unique, and DJ Jimmy Jam, plus Gospel Sundays and the NadjNJea show every Wednesday at 10 a.m. Grown Folks Radio. Real music still lives here.